Hello, and welcome back to more of my Pokemon Moon Nuzlocke. In the last episode, we took on the third trial against the Totem Salazzle and got ourselves the Firium Z, but not without great cost. We did lose our dear friend Wagwan, the Mudbray, but not to the Totem Pokemon. We lost him to random grinding, actually. It's really quite sad. Okay, and at the end of the last episode, I did a whole thing on what should I evolve this Eevee into, and I really just recorded it yesterday, and I was gonna kind of put this episode on hold until I got some feedback from you, because I thought, oh, if I evolve it into a Flareon, you know, that could come in handy for the next trial, because I don't really have any fire types or any great answers to the Totem Pokemon. However, when I was looking, I realized that the only place in the game, like in the overworld, that I can get a Firestone is in Diglett's Tunnel, which you can't access. I don't think you can access far enough into it until after you've already beaten the fire, or the grass trial, sorry. And the only other way to get it in the Poképelago, before I can even open up the Isle of Fun, I have to have at least 45 Pokemon in the box, and or maybe it's 30 to open up level 1, but anyway, either way, as you can see, I do not have anywhere near that because, you know, Nuzlocke rules. So we're gonna go ahead and put Jordan on hold for the moment. But in the meantime, I will try to replace him for someone. Let me think. It's gonna be a Grass-type trial. Grass-type Lurantis. Gonna have the Sun out, but Lurantis can call for help from Cast Form, and in the Sun, it's Fire-type. So Jessica would normally be a great choice, but not against Fire-type Cast Form. And also, we can't use Sleep Powder on it because we can't use a Spore move on it. So really, that kind of makes Jessica not the best choice. We could go for Odd, but again, Bug-type, so not going to be great if Cast Form decides to show up. I think Doe, the Zubat, might be the best option in this case. She's going to require some leveling up. I think we can get her to evolve. Zubat evolves into Golbat something like level 24 or something, and if I give her the Soothe Bell, maybe we can get her caught up. We'll see. So we're gonna, for now, we're gonna replace Jordan. We'll figure out what to evolve Jordan into at some other point, so I'll give it some more time to hear your guys' input and see what we do. I think Umbreon or Leafeon are the only other really good choices for a physical Eevee. Anyway. Alright, so we got Doe. We're gonna give her the Soothe Bell. Just so that maybe we can get a Crobat, who knows. Alright, we'll start walking around now, and oh, I have to, let's see, who am I gonna put up front? I think we're gonna put Toucans up front at this point. Because I think the next totem's level 28. Oh, there goes the sound. Yeah, so we're gonna swap over here. I had been prepared for that. I plugged it in. I plugged in my 3DS today, and oh, the sound miraculously was working. So I'm like, okay, I don't know how long this is gonna last. So I tried it, but I had a plan. As soon as the sound cut out, which I was sure it would in just a matter of time, I just mute the desktop audio so you don't hear any clicking, and we're back on the speakers. It's unfortunate that we have to do it this way, but you know, it is what it is. I figure I'll take the audio input when it works, but when it doesn't, this will be the default method. Again, I promise at some point I'll look into trying to get it fixed. For now, we gotta do it this way. Alright, so let's go pick up where we left off with things. We're gonna go back to Wella Volcano Park because we did just defeat the trial there. Oh, but Route 7. So I realized there are not rocks blocking the way over here. We can go here right away. I could put Meowsy up front, because what can we get? We can get a Pukumuku over here, which is not the best thing in the world by any means. But you know, it's a Pokemon. We could fish, and I didn't mean to actually fish there. I was thinking we could fish and probably get a Magikarp, which is alright, but I don't know. Let's see if we run into a Pokemon around here. Oh, there's also, actually, there's Pokemon in the sandy spots over here too, which I think are mostly Diglett. If not entirely Diglett, but let's go ahead and take a look. Because I don't think we can get Sandy Gast here. Nope, there's a Diglett, and we already have a Diglett. So that is dupes. But we're just gonna skip that there. Just gonna see if there's any, can you get, I'm trying to think, there's the desert area where you can get Trapinch. I don't know if you can get Trapinch around here. It might only be Diglett, though. Let's see. Let me try to run into one more thing. Otherwise, we'll just go in the water. Where? Oh, where? Oh, there it is. Come on. Let's see what else we got. Is it gonna be just Diglett? Alright, it appears to be probably just Diglett, because I can't imagine what else there would be. Unless there's possibly Trapinch, but I don't think so, around here. Alright, well, let's skedaddle. I know there's some items we can get, because I was just here in Sun version, because I did an island scan to get a Spheal. So, by exploring around there, I realized that I don't have to have Sharpedo yet to explore this whole area. There are some trainers here, and there is also... we can get the TM for Thunder Wave. So that's pretty cool. Alright, we're gonna surf over here. We're gonna have Toucans up front, because we'll be facing some trainers here. And if we run into a wild Pokemon, well, we'll see what we run into. Probably gonna be, well, it's either Pyukumuku, I think Wingull, which would be dupes. R.I.P. Pico. I'm not sure what else. Maybe Tentacool? I think you can get Tentacool on any route that you can surf on, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, we have the ever-annoying Alomomola over here. We're gonna try and take this thing out. Oh, look at that. And it's gonna do Aqua Ring. Come on. This might be a good opportunity to go for Rock Smash and go for the defense lower. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see if we get it, first of all. Alright, there it is. Okay, it's worth it then. Alright, how much Double Slap gonna do? Okay, good, it's not bad. Get a crit, of course. Hit 2 times. Well, that's like if it hit 2.5 times then. Alright, let's pluck. Oh, Aqua Jet. I didn't realize Alomomola got access to Aqua Jet. It does not seem like the type of Pokemon that moves very fast, that would get a priority move, but probably smart of it. Is it going to use it this turn and get that last hit in? No, not going to get that last hit on us with Aqua Jet this turn. Alomomola's cry is pretty funny though. It's just like, roar. Alright, Toucans, level 25. Toucans might be the hero that we need. Maybe not the hero that we deserve. We're gonna get Doe leveled up here. Maybe I should look up at what level Zubat evolves into Golbat. I want to say it's level 24. It's something like 24 or 26, but I can't remember off the top of my head. It's been a while since I've used Zubat on an in-game team. Alright, let's battle this guy. Actually, I suppose I could look it up. I suppose there's no harm in that. Let's go ahead and find it. Oh, we've got a Mareanie. That would be an interesting thing to have on a Nuzlocke. The only problem is the only way you can get a Mareanie is by SOS chaining. Which is a shame. And you know, I think I'll refine... I'm considering refining my definition of like how I can get an SOS encounter. I should probably keep it that I can only get the same species of the Pokemon that I originally run into, unless by some chance, like, let's say there was another route where I could get Cubone, and I already had Cubone, but I got the Kangaskhan. The Kangaskhan came up as the SOS Pokemon, and I didn't have a Kangaskhan, I could catch it. Although I really don't want to talk about Kangaskhan right now, because Kangaskhan was my undoing. And I did realize that Wagwan's death was entirely my fault. I had not been hit by a move yet, so I didn't have Stamina activate, so I was at, I believe, -2 defense. And, yeah, and Kangaskhan stabbed Fake out. I am so sorry. Alright, we still have not run into a Pokemon. Oh, there's an item here, too. What's that? An antidote. Alright. It's never a bad thing to have another antidote. When are we gonna run into a wild Pokemon around here? You notice that the surf encounters are pretty low in this game, which is kind of cool. Whoa, hi there. Caught you stretching. You trying to see something upside down over there? Looking upside down? Whatever. Swimmer Vanessa. I noticed the swimmers have there's a couple different swimmer types, like, with different bathing suits and stuff. Alrighty, we don't want to stick around for shelter, I don't think. Let's go. I think I want to level up Carl a little bit, because he's, well, he's a big ol' guy. And he does have thick fat, so if that cast form decides to go all, fire-type moves on us, could be good. Alright, I keep, oh, Protect. If I had just gone for Happy Hour, does Happy Hour work through Protect? I want to say it would. That Z power right there was so tempting, just hit him like, no, I gotta save it for boss battles only, because I promised I would. Okay. Oh yeah, I just remembered that it went for Icicle Sphere. Icicle Spear. No, it went for defense, no, Withdraw, that's the attack it went for. And I have Chip Away, so that just ignored the defense boost. And do we have a Skill Link Shelter on our hands? Apparently we do. Fortunately, again, I got that thick fat, so Ice-type moves are barely gonna do anything to us. And I'm still trying to look up Zubat here. I got sidetracked in the middle of doing that. Okay, let's go for another Chip Away. Oh, it's level 22, so that's even sooner. I think it'd be worth having a grinding montage just to do that. Carefully. Very carefully this time. But yeah, and then get it to level 23 just to see if it's at max happiness yet. Ooh, Corsola. Let's stay in and go, because we still have Brick Break, I think? Yeah, we have Brick Break, so let's go for that. Ooh, Ancient Power. I don't know if I've mentioned it in this video. Oh, it got the boost. Man. I don't know if I've mentioned it in this series, but at one point I remember mentioning that I think it was in one of my Wi-Fi battles, I mentioned I like that, that Ancient Power's animation in this game, how it has the fossils. Like, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, let's get rid of this thing. It's becoming a little bit of an annoyance, to be honest. There we go. And Doe is catching up nice and quick. I should have held on that swimmer's face for another couple seconds, because I like that one, that face when she loses. Okay, so we could fish in this spot. Go for a Magikarp. You know, we could have a Gyarados on our team. Wouldn't be too bad. I mean, considering we could get a Pyukumuku here... You know, I could just go for the Magikarp here. I think I'm gonna do that so that maybe later on I can get a Delmise when we get to Pony Island. Because I can abuse Dupe's Claws that way. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this Magikarp. Let us do that. Alright, let me see if I can just catch this thing in a Pokeball without weakening it at all. Because I'm afraid of KOing this thing. I do have Hold Back on Carl, if I need to use it. We don't need to use it. We catch a Magikarp, just the Pokeball. Time to pull out some of these question of the day things here. I just was reading a suggestion, but I think it was for an ice type or a fire. You had an ice or fire type suggestion, but I'll look it up anyway, just to see if it was something. Its reckless leaps make it easy pickings for predators. On the bright side, many Pokemon enjoy longer lifespans thanks to Magikarp. The Pokédex is so mean in these games. Like, such a dark sense of humor. So sarcastic. Alright, let me go and find that comment, just so I can look at the name suggestions again. Was it here? Fever or Arctic for a fire or ice type. Although Fever would be kind of cool for a Gyarados. Yeah. And you know, even I don't expect to well, I could get a Flareon, I guess, but I already named you Jordan. I don't expect to run into another fire type. Honestly, actually, that would be a really good name for Salandit if I catch one. I think on Route 8 I have a chance to catch one, but Fever would be a cool name for a Gyarados as well. But let me read this. That name suggestion comes from Nitra Raltz. And your Nitra Raltz's answer to the question of the day on technical difficulties from a few episodes ago was, whenever I try to do update on my phone, it gets hot and the screen freezes. This response led me to 2 nickname suggestions, Fever and Arctic for a fire or ice type. That's a very appropriate name. So I'm going to keep Fever in mind, but I'm going to take a look. I'm going to take a look at another suggestion first, see if I find something a little bit better. Because I might want to save Fever. If I happen to run into a Salandit, Fever would be a great name for Salandit, so I might want to save that. Let's see. Any other suggestions? Any other suggestions? Let me go just actually to the video itself. I think I might have looked through all the comments on this one. By the way, guys, don't forget, we want to try to get, let's see if we can get to 50 likes on one of these videos. We're still hovering in the 20 to 30 range right now. So let's see if we can get one of these Moon Nuzlocke videos to 50 likes. Let's see. Da 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 da. Anybody else answer the question of the day? Ooh, how about this? How about Lindsay Merrill? You're a frequent commenter on my videos. You're really supportive of me on my Battle Spot and other competitive series. Your answer to the question of the day, I think what gives me a hard time is a phone because I still can't work it. You mean a smartphone? Because there's still some things I don't know how to do. Well, here's the thing. Like, I have the benefit of being in a younger generation compared to, say, my parents. And so I get to help them with how to use latest technology. On the other hand, a family friend of mine, actually Sprout, if you know him, hashtag Sprout from some of my streams, he's like 10, and he tells me things that I can do with my phone that I never figured out, or just because I never cared to figure it out, but he just absorbs information like a sponge. It's crazy. So, like, the younger generation has the advantage. So I'm gonna name this Magikarp after you, Lindsay Merrill. Lindsay is somewhat of a unisex name, but I particularly know it as a female name, so I think it'd be good. So if someday we get to use Lindsay on our team, you have the benefit of being a lovely Gyarados. I still like the name Fever. Oh, it is Jolly. That is awesome. Oh my gosh. I gotta use this thing at some point. Lindsay, I can't use you now. There's no sense using you now because we have a grass trial coming up, but one of these days, I would like to make use of a Jolly Gyarados. That would be cool. Okay, so we got our encounter over here. I think we fought... Oh wait, we didn't fight all the trainers. We might as well fight all the trainers here, since we are getting some experience for Doe, the Zubat. Only have to get you to level 22. Oh, is this the strapping swimmer that Lana was talking about? There's something odd about him. I don't know what it is. The combination of his build with his hairdo. I don't know, not to be like fashion police or anything, just something is a little off about him. Maybe just he looks a little too confident. Looks a little too self-confident. I mean, that's fine. It's fine to be confident, but I guess he looks smug, is what I'm trying to say. Yay, Dewpider! I love Dewpider. Well, I love Araquanid in particular. Bubble Buddy the Araquanid. One of my favorites. Bubble Buddy the Araquanid and Safe Space the Toxapex. My two most near and dear competitive Pokemon. Oh, this guy looks like a Psyduck now. He's got a headache. From losing. How could I possibly lose? Alright, let's just see if there's any other trainers. I don't think there are for now. Alright, let's get on with the show here. Oh, we can clear the barricade now. Oh, that's Firium Z. Congratulations on clearing Kiawe's trial. Now, apparently it's Kiawe. I guess, do we know that from the anime? I don't know. Everybody seems pretty confident that it's Kiawe, but I was used to pronouncing it as Kiowe because that was the first way I thought to pronounce it in my head. Alright, Route 8, we can have another encounter over here, but we have to battle everybody on Route 8 before we can battle this lady. This girl, I don't think battles, just talks about Pokemon Refresh. I am not using it in this run. I'm just gonna see if we get an item over here. Nothing seems to be biting. That is a lie. I see something splashing right there. Come on. I mean, it's probably just a Magikarp, but I want an item. Okay, if it is a Magikarp, this is dupes on Route 8. I probably should have gotten my encounter on Route 8 first anyway. Yep, there's the Magikarp. No big deal. Although I feel like I might as well KO this thing for experience, since we do want Doe to have every little bit of experience that Doe can possibly get. I think, is Doe female? I can't remember now. I feel like Doe is female. Actually, we can check now. Yeah, Doe is female. Alright, we're gonna go with Absorb, Supersonic, Astonish, or Bite. Well, you need Wing Attack for sure. I guess you don't need Astonish because you already have Bite, which does more damage and also has a chance to flinch. So we'll go with that. And Zoe wants to learn Takedown. No thanks, I don't want to really go for recoil moves. Especially for you, you're very HP dependent. Your school form requires that we keep your HP up at all times. Alright. Let's go here, get the Zygarde Cube thing, get the thing in the Zygarde Cube, whatever. Okay, let's talk to these people. Why, hello, trainer. It looks like you've got a Pokedex on you. How would you like to do a little part-time work on behalf of the Aether Foundation? Sure. They want a Stuffle. They want me to find a Stuffle and catch it. I can't guarantee that I'll be able to do any of that, though, because, you know, Nuzlocke and all that. These people are rehabilitating a Slowpoke, I guess. Nothing on this computer screen. Alright, well, there's a very particular cutscene that I want to trigger here. So let's go ahead and do that. You there. It's an Aether Foundation member, I mean Colrus. Oh, excuse me, I am a scientist. My name is Colrus. The theme of my research is bringing out the potential in Pokémon. What brings out the power of Pokémon is, I believe that is, the bond they share with their trainers. And thus my attention is drawn to trainers like yourself. Trainers bound to their Pokémon through the power of the Z-Ring. Now that I think of it, I never asked your name. What is he doing? Why is he typing so much on his... And I guess he's left-handed. Sweet, is it? I'll remember your name. To commemorate our encounter, let me give you a TM. And it's Flame Charge, which would be great for the upcoming Totem Battle, if I had a Pokemon that could possibly use it. I know that when Cubone evolves into a Alola Marowak, that Cubone can use it, but there's no way I'm sending out a ground type in front of a grass totem Pokemon. Let's see. Ooh. Toucans can learn Flame Charge. Now, it's kind of redundant because I already have Flying type move. But that could be good. I'm trying to think if that would be better than Rock Smash, or if it would be better than Roost. I mean, Roost, unlike other recovery moves, Roost can be strategic because it lets me lose my Flying type for a turn. Flame Charge or Rock Smash? But Rock Smash could be useful to lower defense of the totem Pokemon. I don't know. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on that. So yeah, Colrus. He totally looks like an Aether Foundation member, and as you'll see later on, when we meet some of the higher-ups in the Aether Foundation, they are all similar, like they're dressed in white with one particular color of hair, or in their hair, and Colrus has that blue, and he goes really well with the other Aether members. Topic of a sweet speculation, perhaps. Alright, let's get our Route 8 encounter before we wrap things up. A Trumbeak, which we already have. But in the interest of, oh, hit the desk there, sorry. In the interest of getting experience points, we might as well just defeat this thing. Alright, good. Actually, on the off chance that we do run into a Salandit... Ooh, Boomerang. Yes, please. On the off chance that we do run into a Salandit, I'm thinking that I better put Carl up front. For sure. The most HP. And let me put you at full HP, please. Alright. Let's do this. Because I do not want to get... If you saw the middle of the last episode, I almost had another few Pokemon die, thanks to running into a Salandit. Alright, and it's a Yungoos, which we have not yet captured. So I guess this, really, Salandit was, I think, the only great encounter we could get over here. And even then, only if it's a female. So really, getting Yungoos so that we don't have to worry about having Yungoos be our encounter or Gumshoos later on is probably not that bad of a thing. Okay, so we got this other Yungoos. Again, I really don't care which one I get. But I'm gonna purposely try not to chain Pokemon. But let's say it calls on a shiny. I'm not gonna let that just go by. But, like, that's how I got Jessica the Butterfree. The Caterpie called a Butterfree, and I figured it's the same species, family, so, that's fine. And it was the first one. It was the first SOS encounter, that is. I can't intentionally chain SOS chain. Oh, this is a feisty little Yungoos. Alright, I guess a Pokeball is not good enough. We're gonna go for a Great Ball, then. Okay, so really on this episode, I wanted to actually do a grinding montage for Doe, but considering I've actually got a stream to prep for in a few minutes, so I think I'm gonna do one more battle. There's one more trainer I know we can battle, and then I'll get on with things. Okay, so I think I've actually handled all the comments on the last uploaded episode, which is only episode 12, because I'm recording at least 3 videos in advance. It wanders around a never-ending search for food. At dusk, it collapses from exhaustion and falls asleep on the spot. Alright, well, let's go to the previous episode, 11, and see if we can find a good one. Let's see. Let's see. I like this one. Now, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. It looks like, well, I'm not gonna guess where you're from. Your name is spelled Joao. So is it João? Or, I'm thinking, like, Portuguese pronunciation, but, João Palma. Anyway, question of the day from episode 11 was, what's your favorite color? He said red, because I was always the Red Ranger. And here's a name suggestion, Bob. Just straight up Bob. And you know what? I think for Yungoos, that is good with me. Alright, so we're gonna do, let's take a look at Bob's summary. It has Stakeout, which is good. Timid Nature, which is not the best. But at least your defenses aren't lowered, which I think in a Nuzlocke, that's probably the worst thing that could happen. Alright, so I do have a stream to prep for in a couple minutes, so I'm gonna do one more battle here, just to get Doe's level up. I think in the next episode, I'm just gonna start out with a straight-up grinding montage, and get it to level 22, and then see at level 23 if we get a Crobat, see if she loves me enough by then. And yeah. Alright, so, oh yeah, we're still leading with Carl, which is no problem, because we have Brick Break. Let me go ahead and Happy Hour, actually. Oh, it's faster than this, of course. Oh, Eevee looks cute. It wiggles little ears before attacking. Yeah, let's increase our money here. Might as well. And Brick Break. Quick Attack, which was not really necessary. You were already faster than me, but sure. I'll take the no chance to flinch. Okay, not gonna level up Doe just yet. Let's see what level we got her at, actually. I didn't notice the last time we leveled her up. Let's see. Level 14, so we're getting there. We're getting pretty close now. So, I'm going to probably start off the next episode with the grinding montage, or maybe I'll do an intro and then the grinding montage, we'll see. But we're gonna see if we can get Doe to level 22. Actually, maybe I'll battle the rest of the trainers on this route first. I'm not sure how many more there are, but however many more there are, I'll get to them first, and then maybe do a grinding montage if I need to, and then we'll resume. So I guess that's the plan, I guess. Let's see how many times I can say I guess in 10 seconds. Alright guys, in the meantime, if you like this video, go ahead and leave a like. Also, comment, answer the question of the day if you'd like the chance to have a Pokemon named after you, or named after your name suggestion. I'll think of it in a moment, but also continue leaving me your feedback on what you'd like me to evolve that Eevee into. Also, subscribe if you have not already and you'd like to stay up to date with my videos. And make sure you click that little bell so that you actually get notified when my new videos go up. Also, follow me on social media, like my page on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, join my Discord server, all the links are in the description, and you can also follow me on Twitch as well. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next episode of my Pokemon Moon Nuzlocke.